Hello, Assalamu alaikum. This is Mehrunessa Shapla, Assistant Professor in English, য়ণগঞ Combined Mohila College, welcoming you to my today's class. So, dear students, I hope everyone is fine and as usual safe from COVID-19. You know, all the teachers of our college have started taking online classes instructed by our honorable principal sir and vice principal sir in order to maintain the regular flow of your studies. And we do believe that you will be benefited with these classes. And I personally advise you to follow the classes and engage yourselves in studies. So, dear students, I have already taken 3 classes, and today will be the 4th class. So I'm going to start my class. Just follow me and let's go. Okay, so dear students, at first I will show you the names of the topics of today's class. That is, in the last class I completed the rules of changing affirmative sentence into negative and assertive sentences into interrogative sentence. And today we will do number 1, interrogative sentences, how to change interrogative sentences into assertive sentence, and assertive sentence into exclamatory sentence, and exclamatory sentence into assertive sentence, and assertive sentence into imperative sentence. And at last we will do some exercises. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. That is, in this slide we will do the rules of changing interrogative sentences into assertive sentence. And today I will also show the rules differently. That is, first I will show you the rules of interrogative into affirmative, how the interrogative sentences are changed into affirmative sentences. Okay, so there are 4 steps to make interrogative sentence affirmative, such as the first step is write down the subject first. Write down the subject first, then you have to use the main verb of the sentence. But if necessary, that means if you need any helping verb, then you should write down the helping verb after the subject. But if you don't need the helping verb should be removed. And third step is negative words. All the negative words such as no, not, never, those words must be removed from the sentence. Okay, and the fourth step is that note of interrogation must be removed and full stop must be used in the affirmative sentence. Number 2 is who is replaced by everyone, everybody, or all. Everyone, everybody, or all, and you should follow the above rules. That means these basic steps. Okay, for example, there are 3 examples for you. Doesn't he like to read novels? The first one is, doesn't he like to read novels? And this is an interrogative sentence. In the affirmative sentence, I have written, he likes to read novels. He likes to read novels. So, at first, I have written the subject first. That is, he is the subject. I have written he, and after that, I have written the main verb of the sentence, that is, likes. But I have removed not, and I have not used any helping verb in the sentence because I don't need any helping verb. So he likes to read novels. The next sentence, aren't you absent from the meeting? Aren't you absent from the meeting? That is, you were absent from the meeting. Aren't you absent from the meeting? You are absent from the meeting. Here, just look at the sentence. That is, I have used the helping verb are because sometimes some sentences need helping verb, like the sentences having am, is, are, was, were. Okay, so you were absent from the meeting. Who does not love him? Who does not love him? Sorry. Here I have used everybody instead of who, because who is replaced by everybody or everyone or all. Everybody loves him. So loves is the main verb of the sentence. That is why I have written loves, but I don't need any helping verb in the sentence. Okay. Now I'll move on to the next point, that is the rules of changing interrogative sentences into negative sentence. First, look at the example. Did you go there? Did you go there? This is an interrogative sentence. And in the negative sentence, I've written, you did not go there. You did not go there. So here there is a structure for making negative sentence, that is subject, then helping verb, then not, and after that main verb of the sentence, and then you should write the rest of the sentences. So subject, that is you, helping verb did, and I have used not, I have written not here, and then the main verb of the sentence. So subject, helping verb, not, and after that main verb is used. And this is very important to notice that in the negative sentence not is used or negative words are used, but in the affirmative sentence we should remove the negative words. Okay, that is why I have written not here in the negative sentence. Okay, the next rule is, sometimes you will find the interrogative sentence with ever or anything. Ever or anything. Ever is replaced by never, and anything is replaced by nothing. And you have to follow the above structure that I have written here. Okay, the next example is, do I ever drink cold coffee? Do I ever drink cold coffee? So in the negative sentence, I never drink cold coffee. I have used never because in the interrogative sentence, ever is used after the subject. That is why I have written, I never drink cold coffee, and I don't need any helping verb as well. Okay, the last rule is again who. Who is replaced by no one, none, and nobody. No one, none, and nobody. These three can be used instead of who, and after that you can use helping verb or main verb and then the rest of the sentence. For example, who can help you? Who can help you? I have written nobody instead of who, and then the helping verb can help you. Nobody can help you. Okay, we'll move on to the next point, that is the rules of changing assertive sentences into exclamatory sentence. You should know that generally exclamatory sentence starts with what or how. What or how. But remember that what and how are not used as question words. Okay, these words are not used to make questions. These two words function as adverbs in the sentence. Adverbs in the sentence. And what is used when there is articles like a or an. Okay, a or n. So the first rule is, you should write what if there is an article like a or n, after that adjective, and then noun, then subject, and then verb, and of course there should be the note of exclamation. There should be the note of exclamation. So look at the example. He is a very attractive person. He is a very attractive person. And now I have written first what. What is used instead of very. Instead, very is an adverb. That is why I have used what instead of very. So what an attractive person. What an as an article. And this is an article, and after that I have written the adjective of the sentence, and then noun, and then subject and verb, and note of exclamation. So he's a very attractive person. What an attractive person he is. Number 2, this is about how. Sometimes exclamatory sentence starts with how, and the structure is how. After how, you should write the adjective, then subject, and then verb. Look at the example. The boy is very naughty. The boy is very naughty. So I can start the sentence with how. How is again used instead of very. This is used as an adverb here. So how naughty the boy is. How, then adjective naughty, then the subject boy, and the verb and note of exclamation. Number 3, sometimes you will find the exclamatory sentence starts with wish or I wish. If you find I wish in the exclamatory sometimes assertive sentence starts with I wish. If you find assertive sentence with I wish, then you have to follow this structure. You have to follow this structure, that is if plus subject, and after that you have to write down the rest of the sentence. Look at the example. I wish I had the wings of a bird. I wish I had the wings of a bird. I have written if instead of I wish. If instead of I wish. If I had the wings of a bird. You can use had. You can start the exclamatory sentence with had also. If you don't want to use if, then you can use had. This had. Okay. This had comes first, that had I the wings of a bird. Okay. Now, the next point is exclamatory to assertive. That means the rules of I will discuss excuse me. I will discuss the rules of changing exclamatory sentences into assertive sentence. Okay. That as I have told you that exclamatory sentence starts with what or how, but when you want to make it assertive, you must remove what and how. So you should write down the subject first, then be verb, or if there is any article a or an, then you should write down the article, and after that the adverb very or great, and then adjective. So look at the example. How charming the scenery is. How charming the scenery is. The scenery, I have written the subject first. The scenery, then be verb, is, very, the adverb, and charming, adjective. The scenery is very charming. What a beautiful place it is. So the subject is it here. So it is a very beautiful place. Sometimes exclamatory sentence starts with if or would that. If or would that. If you find if or would that in the exclamatory sentence, then you should write down I wish instead of if or would that, and then you have to write the rest of the sentence. For example, would that I could be a child again. Would that I could be a child again. So I have written here I wish instead of would that. I wish I could be a child again. The next rule is if you find had or could in the exclamatory sentence, had or could, or if you find that the exclamatory sentence starts with had or could, then you should follow this structure, the same structure that you have found in the first point. So I wish is used instead of had or could. So look at the example. Could I go home in time? Could I go home in time? Instead of could, I have written I wish, but no, I have not removed could. I have to use could after the subject. I wish I could go home in time. I wish I could go home in time. Next rule is hurrah. Okay, sometimes exclamatory sentence starts with hurrah or alas. Hurrah or alas. Hurrah gives you the meaning of joy, and alas gives you the meaning of sorrow. That is why instead of hurrah, we should write it is a matter of joy that, and instead of alas, it is a matter of sorrow that. So look at the example. Hurrah, we have won the trophy. We have won the trophy. This is an exclamatory sentence, and in assertive sentence, I have written it is a matter of joy that we have won the trophy. And the next sentence is alas, his father is no more. Alas, his father is no more. And I have written, it is a matter of sorrow that his father is no more in the assertive sentence. So this is all about assertive to exclamatory and exclamatory to assertive. The next topic is the rules of changing the assertive sentences into imperative sentence. This is not so very important, but I want you to learn this rule. That is, if you want to make assertive sentence into imperative sentence, you have to remember that the imperative sentence always starts with a verb. There is no subject, there is no helping verb, no auxiliary verb, but the sentence starts with the main verb. That is, look at the example. You should open the door. You should open the door. Just you have to write down open the door. But if the sentence is negative, like you should not open the door, you should not open the door, then you have to use helping verb like do not. Just do not. And sometimes you have to use let not. Okay, you should not open the door. And in the imperative sentence, you have to write do not open the door. But in the case of first person and third person, there are something to follow. There are some things to follow. That is, you have to use objective form of the verbs. In the first sentence, that is, I have written you should open the door. Here the subject is the second person, so there is no problem, okay. But when you find the first person and the third person in the sentence, then you have to write, you have to start the imperative sentence with let. So for example, he should play cricket. He should play cricket. Here he is third person. That is why I have used let first, and after that I have used him, the objective form of the subject he. Let him play cricket. There is a table for you. There are some the list of third persons and first persons. That is he, the objective form of he is him. She, the objective form of she is her. They, the objective form of they is them. I, the objective form of I is me, and we, the objective form of we is us. We can use these objective forms in the imperative sentence when the subject is the first person or the third person. Now, if sometimes these type of sentences are written in the negative sense, like for example, Rakib should not play cricket. Rakib should not play cricket. Then I have to use let not. Let not Rakib play cricket. But if there is, Rakib is a noun, but sometimes the subject is not a noun, but a pronoun is used as a subject. Then you have to use not after the subject. Here not is used before the subject, before the noun. Let not Rakib play cricket. But in when you find that the subject is in the third person, then you should write down not after the subject. For example, here he should not go to cinema. He should not go to cinema. So in the imperative sentence, I have written let him not go to cinema. So look at the example very carefully. I have used not after the subject. If there is a noun here, I have to use not before the subject. But him is a pronoun. That is why I have used not after him. So this is all about the transformation or the rules of transformation of the sentences that divided on the basis of meanings. Okay. Now there are some exercises for you. That is, these exercises are taken from the very first class, the very first lecture, that is about the rules of complex, simple, complex and compound. Here I have written some complex sentences, like I was admitted to school when I was 5. This is a complex sentence. And what should you do in a simple sentence? You should write I was admitted to school at 5, because when gives you the meaning of time. I was admitted to school at 5. When he woke up, it was raining. Again, this is a complex sentence, and when gives you the meaning of time and the specific time or the point of time. That is why you should use at the time of. He woke up at the time of raining. This is a simple sentence. Next, he is so weak that he cannot speak. He is so weak that he cannot speak. So dot dot that. I have there was a table that I showed you that in complex sentence, when so dot dot that is found, you have to use 2 dot dot 2. That is, he is too weak to speak. He is so weak that he cannot speak. He is too weak to speak. And the next sentence is, he is eat so that we may live. So that means the purpose. Why do we eat? We eat to live. The answer is, we eat to live. So I have used to infinitive here. Okay, now there are some other sentences, and these sentences will be your homework. These sentences are your homework. Just try to do at your home. Okay. So dear students, today I have completed the sentences, the transformation of sentences, the rules of transformation of the sentences that divided on the basis of meanings. And in the next class, I will discuss about degree of comparisons. So dear students, I hope you have understood all the rules that I have completed so far, and please practice and practice and practice. Stay fine and stay safe from COVID-19. Till then, goodbye. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.